sure you visit the KBLA Talk 1580 online store, now open for business with all kinds of fresh merch. Don't miss a single episode of The Motivator, Les Brown's month-long radio residency. You've got to be hungry. Weekdays at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580. And afternoons just got real. Real people, real talk, real issues, real solutions. Be sure to check out Ariva Martin in real time on your way home, weekday afternoons from 4 to 6. Turning up the frequency all Black History Month long. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580, and we don't black down.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this is gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss it. There's something wrong with that.
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
This is special what's happening to all my soldiers over there in Iraq. Everybody right here. What you need to do is be thankful for the life you got, you know what I'm saying? Stop looking at what you ain't got, start being thankful for what you do got. Let's get it to him, baby girl. Hey. That's right.
Fancy clothes, fancy cars, let me see. We're gonna go far, 'cause everyone knows who you are. So live your life. You steady chasing that big bar, just live your life. Ain't got no time for no haters, just live your life. Don't tell them where to take ya, just live
Your brother Zoe Williams back in the building, you already know. I'm going to ask you those tough questions. Right? The most controversial and riveting, compelling relationship talk show in the world has an ex-lover, an ex-husband, caused you to go, or wife, caused you to go into survival mode in preparation for your next relationship. We're talking about being in survival mode in intimate relationships. How does survival mode affect relationships? Survival mode creates situations where people feel other people are a threat, right? Survival mode, if you might cultivate a survival mode mindset if you've been in an abusive relationship, a disrespectful relationship, a relationship where you have, been made to feel small or invisible, right? Survival mode, of course, can create anxiety, insomnia. This goes back to yesterday's topic about entropy. The longer something goes on that isn't dealt with, the more it begins to break down into chaos. We tend to look at science in a vacuum, like, oh, science is over there. Physics deals with the physical world. And human beings and human relationships are a part of the physical world. And just because they use different terminology doesn't mean it can't be applied to relationships. Right? Man, we got callers on the line. We have an amazing caller. Sister Carmen from Dallas, Texas, is walking us through her path. Talk to me, Carmen. Continue this story that you led us on regarding your stepfather who raised you, but yet made you small and abused you and treated you differently from your other siblings, and your biological father who came after you were 20 years old, and now you've cultivated a mindset moving forward with dealing with men because you've married men that have mirrored some of the toxicity that you were raised in. Talk to me more.
Yeah, so I think before the break, was I a pleaser as a child? Yes and no. I think in a lot of ways I tried to, be great in all aspects, but then when that didn't get me anywhere, I was like, bump this, I don't care, and that's really in my childhood is when I went into survival mode, I think. And the first opportunity I got to get away was leaving for college. And I mean, as fast as I could go, I was gone. And it was my freshman year of college is where I met my ex-husband.
And when did survival mode pop up in that relationship?
After the courting period, he convinced me to move away from my family and isolated me on the East Coast. And it wasn't until then, after I had severed ties with my family and was like, forget y'all, that's when I realized I had made the biggest mistake. Because he flipped. He turned into Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Because during the
he was a nice guy at first, and then...
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, opening doors. I didn't touch a trash bag. I didn't touch a gas pump. Like, our first date was seeing a meteor shower. Like, he was all of the things that a young girl hopes for, right? But once I got into base housing, it was, you're stupid, you're lazy, you can't do anything right, I don't know why you're here. Like, it was just, I had turned into my mom, and this guy had turned into my stepfather. He took all my money. Like, it was just terrible. And I'm not exactly sure of the term, but I know you know it. At some point, all I wanted to do was make him happy, right? So there was no longer any me. It was him.
Stockholm.
And it's not...
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah. So it wasn't, what do I want to eat? It's what does he want? It's not where I want to go. It's where does he want to go? Like, I think at that point I was like 125 pounds, and he kept calling me fat, and I'm trying to lose this weight so that, he'll love me, he'll want me, and it doesn't make any sense, but he ended up leaving me after I put him through school, and it was my chance to go to school, and, then it all of a sudden wasn't working out anymore. But it took a very long time for me to shake back from that relationship. And in a few therapy sessions, I was telling my therapist, I can't figure out if I still love him that much or if I hate him that much. Like, I couldn't differentiate the feeling.
Well, hate is fear-based. Like, because people tend to, say, it's a thin line between love and hate, but it really isn't. Hate is fear-based.
Yeah.
Love is an extremely high level of consciousness. There's no way hate can exist in the presence of love. So, you have to probe that question a little bit deeper. Where does this love-hate? Is it attachment? Is it disappointment? Is it frustration? Is it addiction? Because sometimes we become addicted to trauma. That's what a trauma bond is. We're addicted to what we're used to what we had, to what we want. And many times we're also addicted to the outcome that we never achieved. So when people break up, many people go on being disappointed because of the outcome they never achieved with that person. So, sometimes it might have been, oh, we didn't have kids, or we didn't do this, or we didn't do that. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's she said that to me. She was like, it has absolutely nothing to do with him. You're upset about the broken promise, right? This was supposed to be my out in a way, and it was a booby trap, I feel like. But yeah, so after that, it took me a long time to just find myself again. I had to figure out what Carmen liked. Like, what do I like to eat? Where do I like to go, right? And now I deal with everyone like with a 10-foot pole. That's family, especially like men. I'm just like, I can't be hurt like that again. I'm petrified of it because it literally took me down to nothing.
Did it happen to you, or were you a participant? Can you, because I would ask you, listen to me very carefully. This is not blaming you. This is saying, because I empower people. For me, it's claim over blame. If you were to create a claim journal, what did I ignore? What did I allow when I should have, when I should have really spoke up? How do I stand up for myself? Did I ever stand up for myself? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like a claim journal, right?
Yeah, I definitely stayed longer than I should have.
Was there a time when you knew, like, that was the moment I should have left and I didn't?
Yes, it was when he came and picked me up at my parents' house, and we got into the stupidest argument leaving out of town. I should have told him to turn the car around then, and I didn't.
Was there another time? Because oftentimes these opportunities, as I call them, happen. But because we are locked in, you understand? Like we're invested, we feel like we're past the point of no return, we tend to make excuses to keep moving forward. Were there other times where you thought, hey, yo, I really got to get out of here, and then talked yourself out of it?
Yeah, when he became abusive, you always have so many opinions, when a woman says that she's being abused, like, why won't she just go? Like, it doesn't make any sense. And then I was her, right? The first time it happens, like, I'll never do it again. And you're like, okay, well, I've heard that script before.
But again, many people are empowered by the testimony of the victim. I'm trying to get you to become the author, right, of empowerment for yourself. There are moments, and you're walking us through it, where you could have made a choice, right? Damn him to hell. He did what he did, whatever. Because this is how we extrapolate meaning out of experiences that we go through, right? In this moment right here, when we left my parents' house, when he got physically abusive, right? If you create a journal that's based on, hey, I need to learn how to listen to me. Listen to what I say. Listen to me. Because oftentimes your higher self will intervene in these types of situations. Something will tell you, hey, like you're telling us right now, it's time to get out of here, right? Now, walk us through the process of how you talk yourself out of it.
Talk myself out of my marriage?
No, out of leaving. Because I know
I was trying to save face.
There we go. Come on. This is where right now we cooking right now. There's the high quality olive oil. We're cooking a 12-course meal just for 2 people. We're going to be greedy tonight. So I'm listening to you. You wanted to save face. So guess who comes in the building? One word. Guess who comes in the building when you desire to save face? Guess who comes in the building?
Oh, me?
Ego.
Oh, well, yeah.
Boom. Write that in the journal. Ego comes in. You can't let your ego convince you to stay in a denigrating, disrespectful, marginalized situation. But you didn't have the tools yet, right? You didn't understand yet, right? You didn't have the full picture, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's fine. See, because we're talking about the now. See how the past has contaminated your right now? Because right now, you are a relationship armadillo. You're covered in shields. You balled up and you got a whole shield around you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because earlier in the conversation, you alluded to the fact that you want true and real, authentic love. And what I'm saying to you is, you can't get that in your current state. So how do you get through it?
I don't know.
Oh, yes, it's one word. One word. Just the word that comes to your spirit right now, that's going to be the word. What's the word? One word. All we need is one word.
I don't know.
No. Tell me the word come on, word association. What is it? It's going to pop up. There's only one word we need right now. In order to get what you want from the relationship, right? Or from relationship in general, if you want love, authentic, true love, we need one word. What do you need?
Courage.
Oh, that's beautiful. Ain't no wrong words here. Yes, the courage to do what?
Let somebody close. I can't, let alone in. I can't let anyone close to me.
Understood. Right? So we're walking through this process. This process, Carmen, is really just simply saying, you went through what you went through. Are you going to use it as a stair step up in consciousness? Or are you going to use it as an escalator down in fear? And I can understand your fear. I can understand your fear. So I'm asking you to write this accountability journal. Here was an opportunity for me to stand up for myself, and I didn't. Forgive yourself for that. In my relationship dismount book, I have a chapter in there called The Regret Bucket List. And I'm going to give it away. I'm going to give away the concept. The Regret Bucket List simply states, in order for you to get over stuff, you got to forgive yourself for what you contributed to the situation. You got to forgive yourself for not standing up for yourself. You got to forgive yourself, right? Just hold tight. I'm going to give you more. When we come forward, I'm going back to Carmen in Dallas. It's on fire.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Malik Books and Pan-African Film Festival joins forces to present a Black History First event on February 13th, 7 p.m. Go to MalikBooks.com and come see The Black Hollywood, the reimagining iconic movie moments by celebrity photographer Augustus Carrell. Augustus is a Los Angeles-based photographer whose career has taken him around the world to shoot some of the biggest stars on the planet. Carrell, along with celebrities featured in the book, will host a book signing and panel discussion about classic Hollywood with today's iconic entertainers. An unprecedented photography book that brings the best of classic Hollywood. Black Hollywood is not just a book for black people. It's a book for all people. Visit MalikBooks.com. MalikBooks.com. Event will be hosted at Malik Books, Baldwin Hills, Crenshaw location. Are you a business owner, freelancer, or filing taxes for the first time? Are you tired of dodging the IRS? Stop what you're doing now. Mac Tax Solutions, the father and son dynamic duo tax team, is the most sought out tax business around. Mac Tax Solutions guarantees 100% maximum refund and free consultation. Call now, 562-715-9945. That's 562-715-9945. Or visit MacTaxSolutions.com. IRS or California FTB notices. Free e-file remote tax services with free secure tax dome portal. A $40 gift card will be included when you file. Call now, 562-715-9945. 562-715-9945. Staying on track with all required documents will help you reach your personal and financial goals. Prevent paycheck garnishments. Mac Tax Solutions will even provide all tax programs that your business could be eligible for. Now is the time to make your business work for you. Call now, 562-715-9945. Be sure to download the KBLA app. Tell all your friends and families it's time for a fresh tax start. Call now, 562-715-9945, or visit the website at MacTaxSolutions.com. Call now, 562-715-9945.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio that's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason, friends and family, I welcome you in to listen to this most riveting discussion. Nobody can stop you once you realize that victimhood is a lie. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying there aren't victims. I'm not saying there aren't victimizers. I'm just saying, when you accept the title of victim, that's when you have demoted yourself. No one with a piece of the infinite source of reality within them can truly be a victim. The fact that you have the infinite source of reality as an integral part of you, it's your soul, it's your spirit. Yes, you can be hurt. Yes, you could be marginalized, you could be minimized, you could be denigrated, you could be disrespected. But you can't be defeated. Defeat needs consent. I don't know. Okay. Carmen, get back in here. Let's go.
I'm back.
Is any of this resonating with you? Do you understand the walk I'm trying to get you to walk towards?
I do.
Right? And I totally understand your fear. I totally understand that. But how are you going to overcome it?
That's the part that I try to work through every day. Like, it is the craziest feeling to want something so badly, but sabotage it in every single way that I can, every single time.
Right. And this is a defense mechanism. This is survival mode.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to break out of it.
It's easier said than done.
I know. But being a human being is easier said than done. Although it's 8 billion of us on the planet Earth, it's rare to be a human. Right?
Yeah.
And easier said than done cannot be the new excuse for not doing it.
I agree.
So first
I agree, yeah.
you got to cleanse that spirit. You got to cleanse that spirit of fear. You got to cleanse that spirit of guilt. You got to forgive yourself for allowing anything that has happened to you, right? You got to just forgive yourself. And I'm not saying forgive yourself for letting it happen to you, because you're not responsible for what happened to you. You're only responsible for how you deal with it. So forgive yourself for how you dealt with it. Radical self-forgiveness.
Yeah, I don't think I have.
I know. Forgive yourself for not standing up for yourself. Forgive yourself for not listening to yourself. Radical Self-Forgiveness by Colin Tippin. I need you to read that book. It's a game changer. It's a life changer. Right? Radical Self-Forgiveness by Colin Tippin. Game changer. Also, I want you to read the Self-Esteem Workbook by Glenn R. Schiraldi, Ph.D. The Self-Esteem Workbook by Glenn R. Schiraldi, right? Ph.D. I just want to put you on a mission real quick. Are you with me? You want to go on a mission?
I'm here.
All right.
Yeah.
Self-Esteem Workbook, Glenn R. Schiraldi, Ph.D. Also, you've got to read it. It's imperative that you read it. Guilt is the teacher. Love is the lesson by Joan Borysenko, Ph.D. We're going to do something for you. Right? Guilt is the teacher. Love is the lesson. Joan Borysenko. I want to put you on this journey. Right? You get the books, you read them, and then you start to dissect. I always tell people, you don't read books to sound deep. You read books to see yourself in the books. Highlight every space that looks, sounds, and resonates as you.
Mm-hmm.
Make sense? All right, look, I got one more book to give you. The Body Remembers, The Psychophysiology of Trauma and Trauma Treatment by Babette Rothschild. Let me just say this. Thank you, Carmen, Dallas, Texas. Love you for sharing. We appreciate you. Lord have mercy, this was a fire topic. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. We are definitely on fire tonight.
He's on fire tonight. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Mike Island, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. Interest rate hikes may end later this year. That's according to the president of the Philadelphia Federal Reserve. In remarks to LaSalle University, Patrick Harker said he believes it'll be time to let monetary policy do its work once a decision is made to end the rate hikes. The father of the man who killed 3 people and injured 5 others at Michigan State University Monday night stated his son became evil and mean following the death of his mother 2 years ago. He explained that the 43-year-old had a difficult time processing her death. Former Vice President Pence plans to challenge a subpoena as a special counsel investigates former President Trump. He reportedly wants to shield himself from the subpoena due to him acting as president of the Senate during the Capitol riot. And that's the latest. I'm Mike Island from your 24/7 news source, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
Need an accident attorney by your side? All you got to do is call the Accident Guys.
Injured in a car accident or at work? The Accident Guys can come to you almost anywhere, so you don't have to come to us. Se habla español.
Is the pen mightier than
They say the pen is mightier than the sword. At KBLA Talk 1580, we not only have a lot to talk about, we have a lot to write about. Politics, relationships, business, empowerment, and culture. The all-star roster at KBLA Talk 1580 has you covered.
That's what it's all about.
Be sure to follow us on all our socials for our latest book releases, op-eds, essays, and commentaries from our hosts. And, of course, download the KBLA 1580 app as we strive to remain your most trusted, credible, and reliable source for the issues you care about. This is unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580.
What up, baby?
California is a great place to live and work, but those aren't easy things to do for students also going to college. That's why the state created the Californians for All College Corps, a way for students to build skills and help others while earning up to $10,000 for school. Commit to serve your community and we'll help you pay for college. Spots will fill up fast, so learn more and apply today at www.cacollegecorps.com. That's www.cacollegecorps.com. California is a great place to live and work, but those aren't easy things to do for students also going to college. That's why the state created the Californians for All College Corps, a way for students to build skills and help others while earning up to $10,000 for school. Commit to serve your community and we'll help you pay for college. Spots will fill up fast, so learn more and apply today at www.cacollegecorps.com. That's www.cacollegecorps.com.
Thanks to our new sponsor, Lendistry. Lendistry is a national Black-led small business lender that is headquartered in Los Angeles. Lendistry helps small business owners access the affordable capital needed to grow. Visit Lendistry, LENDISTRY.com/KBLA today.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Legal Aid Foundation of Los Angeles is a nonprofit law firm that protects and advances the rights of the most underserved, leveling the playing field and ensuring that everyone can have access to the justice system. Legal Aid Foundation of Los Angeles seeks to achieve justice for people living in poverty across Greater Los Angeles. The foundation provides direct representation, offers counsel and advice, provides referrals, educates the community about their legal rights through workshops and seminars, and supports individuals and families by protecting human and civil rights. To get legal help, to donate, or to volunteer, please visit lafla.org. That's lafla.org. At KBLA Talk 1580, we stand with young people. We don't black down. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Thinking about hosting a podcast and don't know where to start? Morris Media Studios has you covered. We're a professional podcast and voiceover studio located in Leimert Park. We specialize in recording and live streaming audio and video podcasts. Let us help you set up, record, and distribute your podcast. Hosting a podcast is a great way to bring awareness to your business, product, or good cause. For more info, visit morrismediastudios.com or give us a call at 323-815-4204.
KBLA Talk 1580 is growing at a phenomenal pace, and we need to enlarge our territory. We are seeking smart, creative solution providers to join the KBLA delegation and go higher with us. If you or someone you know is interested in joining our team as a brand manager, go to our website at KBLA1580.com. Tap on employment opportunities and let us hear from you. We're not looking for everybody or just anybody, but you could be that special somebody. Come grow with us. We're KBLA Talk 1580.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, is life worth living? Should I blast myself? I'm tired of being poor and even worse, I'm black. My stomach hurts, so I'm looking for a purse to snatch. Cops give a damn about a Negro. Pull a trigger, kill him, he's a hero. Get it to the kids who the hell cares. One less hungry mouth on the welfare. First ship them, don't let them deal with brothers. Give them guns, step back, watch them kill each other. It's time to fight back, that's what Huey said. 2 shots in the dark, now Huey's dead. I got love for my brothers, but we can never go nowhere unless we share with each other. We gotta start making changes. Learn to see me as a brother instead of 2 distant strangers. And that's how it's supposed to be. How can the devil take a brother if he's close to me? I let it go back to when we played as kids, but things changed. That's the way it is. Come on, come on. That's just the way it is.
That's just the way it is.
Things will never be the same.
The voice of reason is going to push the envelope every time. Tonight's topic is your relationship in survival mode? Sometimes, in order to get out of survival mode, you got to acknowledge that you're actually in survival mode. Right? You also got to learn how to take care of yourself, how to empathize with yourself, how to be self-compassionate. You know, a lot of people don't know how to have compassion for self. It's a struggle for many people. You got to learn how to take care of yourself. Do a different routine. Break up the old routines, right? And then also ask for help. I always send people to Dr. Jashana Johnson. Go holla at Dr. Jashana Johnson. You under dig? So, and then also you got to create maybe a new plan of action. And I was saying this, break up your old routines, but a new plan of action. You know, try to improve yourself. Go to school. You understand what I'm saying? Take up a course or something. But don't sit there and think, I'm going to be in survival mode for my next relationship. Because really, some of the issues, you know, that you've developed from being in a tough situation, a challenging relationship, are definitely going to rear their head in the new relational situation. Because, and when you guys hear me talk, this is why situation shift. This is why I use that terminology, right? You're in survival mode because you've been in a situation shift. Now, you can turn the situation shift into a learning opportunity, thus the shift at the end of it, or you could just, you know, see it as another relationship. No, it's a situation shift. It is designed to shift your perspective. So, as Carmen explained, she was in, her stepfather. He had a toxic narrative and behavior for her, which put her in survival mode, right? So what happens is now Carmen is in the space because of the behavior that she's now adopted. Is she's always on guard. She's suspicious. She's not even sure she wants to be in a relationship, even though she wants the love, but she's afraid to open up. She walked us through a great many layers of what this looks like. And a lot of people are in it to lesser degrees. Many people ask, does childhood trauma ever go away? Not until you embrace it with love and a non-judgmental eye. Did you hear what I said? Not until you embrace it with love and a non-judgmental eye. Wait a minute. How is that? Because you're not going to get love outside yourself until there is love inside yourself. Are you asking me to love what I've been through? I'm asking you to love you despite what you've been through. Do you understand? That childhood trauma can create all types of havoc. You can develop the avoider love style, the pleaser love style, the controller love style, the uber achiever love style. All survival mode has many different machinations it can manifest as, and many people are living in it. Mimi from Jacksonville, Florida has something to say. We gotta get her in here. Mimi, what's up?
Hey, Zoe. Hey, everybody.
How you doing? How's the show going for you so far?
I'm crying because Carmen's call was so powerful.
Yes.
She took me back to my abusive relationship, and it's been 10, 12, 15 years. And I was just so grateful to God that I was able to get out of there. Not as bad as it could have been. It was bad, but it could have been so much worse. And I never thought today, of all days, I would be thinking about him or any of that. You know, breaking me down mentally, verbally, emotionally. When someone gets your mind, that's it. The physical is next.
So what are you doing to deal with it currently?
Currently, I'm working on me. You know, I'm still a work in progress. I'm loving on myself. You know, I'm loving myself and relearning to love myself even better.
Well, it sounds like you're a success. I like to hear that. And you know it's a process. It's an ongoing process. It's not going to be over tomorrow, but
absolutely,
you're there. And the fact that you're there,
I'm not where I was.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Mimi, we appreciate you. We love you. Jacksonville, Florida is in the building because of you. You already know you got to see the table. If you want to call in.
Can I say one thing?
Yes.
Can I say one thing?
Yes.
I want to apologize to you.
For what?
I want to apologize because I almost didn't watch your program because you were connected with Corey Holcomb. I don't really care for his comedy.
Right.
But I gave you a chance, and I'm so glad I did because you are a powerful person, and I appreciate you, and I love you. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Mimi. Jacksonville, Florida is in the house. We appreciate you. Thank you. Wow. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call us. 1-800-920-1580. 1-800-920-1580. I want you guys to hear this before I get to my next caller, Don out of Atlanta. The more shared past there is in a relationship, the more present you need to be. Eckhart Tolle. What does he mean? The more shared past. Oftentimes we focused on just the past. Even when we create our new expectations, right? And when we create our new expectations for the new situation, the past always has its hand on it. And if there are unreconciled issues, guess what? You are writing a relationship expectation that has fear embedded right in it. This is not what we want. A genuine relationship is one that is not dominated by the ego with its image making and self-seeking. Eckhart Tolle. Right? In a genuine relationship, there is an outward flow of open, alert attention toward the other person in which there is no wanting whatsoever. But where there is fear, there is want. Where there is fear, there is expectation. Where there is fear, there is disappointment. Where there is fear, there is survival. Do you see that? Many of us are in survival mode, and we are reluctant to acknowledge it. And it's going to be problematic if you want to be happy. I promise you, if you want to be satisfied, if you want to be in a healthy, good space, it's going to be a problem. When we come forward, we're going back to Atlanta to talk to Brother Don. He's got a lot to talk about.
Is it Good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
The California Legislative Black Caucus's Black History Month itinerary. Maisha Cairo here with your K-Black Minute News, brought to you by Lendistry. From movie screenings to award shows, the month of February is busy for the California Legislative Black Caucus. Starting February 17th, the application for the 2023 African American Leaders for Tomorrow opens. On the 27th, the State Capitol Assembly and Senate floors will be full of events from noon until 4, starting with a meet and greet with author Bryant Terry, presentations on Black food, stories, arts, and recipes from across the African diaspora. If this sounds like a good time, visit blackcaucus.legislature.ca.gov.
Thanks to our new sponsor, Lendistry. Lendistry is a national Black-led small business lender that is headquartered in Los Angeles. Lendistry helps small business owners access the affordable capital needed to grow. Visit Lendistry, LENDISTRY.com/KBLA today.
The Millionaires Roundtable with Lynn Richardson is creating millionaires one family, one day, $1, one dime at a time. KBLA Talk 1580 will be celebrating Black History Month Wealth with Lynn Richardson live on Wednesday, February 22nd at the Chase Community Center on Crenshaw and Vernon in Leimert Park. Come check out the space. This location has been a bank branch for over 44 years and is now a community center. It provides resources and education to help the community with money goals, home ownership, and entrepreneurship. You and a guest can win lunch with Lynn Richardson February 22nd. Go to KBLA1580.com or the KBLA 1580 mobile app today and register. See you there. KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminding you that we keep us safe. The Center for the Pacific Asian Family was founded to help address domestic violence and sexual assault in the Asian and the Pacific Islander communities. The Center for the Pacific Asian Family's mission is to build healthy and safe communities by addressing the root causes and consequences of family violence and violence against women. They are committed to meeting the specific cultural and language needs of the Asian and Pacific Islander women and their families. CPAF's vision is of an Asian and Pacific Islander community that embraces healthy relationships and works in partnership with other communities to eradicate all forms of violence. To access services, volunteer, or for more info, visit nurturingchange.org. At KBLA Talk 1580, we believe everyone deserves to be safe. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Ain't nothing to it. Real one. Ain't nothing to it. Boss. Ain't nothing to it. Real one. Ain't nothing to it. Nothing. Boss. I pay the cost. Ooh, gonna take it all.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Then I'm bald.
your brother Zoe Williams.
I ignored a lot of calls.
Hey, it's Valentine's Day. Love is real. Don't get played, man, by the marketing and promotion. Love is real. Love is liberating. Love is freedom-based. Okay? Love, listen, when love enters your life, there's no more room for what you used to be scared of. When love enters your life, there's no more servitude. The servitude to what you've been through is over. There is the level of freedom, right? To be yourself, to be at one with who you really and truly are, is all available when love enters your life. But you got to remember, love will never enter your life as an intimate partner until it enters your soul at your request. Right? You got to be able to say, this is me And I'm okay with me. I'm okay with not showing up for myself in moments that I need to. Right? I'm okay that I missed the opportunity to show up for myself. I'm okay. I forgive myself for saying I'm a perpetual victim. Right? It's okay. Man, when love floods into your heart and takes over your being, there's no room for, all the small things that we used to pay attention to. I know. And the people in the chat room are bugging right now. Don, Atlanta, Georgia. It's time to shine, brother. Get in here.
What it do?
Man, what are your thoughts on tonight's topic, bro?
No, I felt the sister earlier, and I have like so much. I got engaged on Valentine's Day. I got married on Valentine's Day, and it's like, yo, it's so much perspective of how people, I don't know what percent or whatever's going on, and it's like, yo, I get it, but I don't get it, and it's like we have to live lives. Life is a lesson, and that's on both sides. We're talking about men and women. I don't want to go too deep into what's happening now, but it's like we have to just be human beings and understand what life is. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Okay.
So let's have an understanding of who we are. And so once I'm not a book reader. I haven't got your books yet. That's here nor there, but you know what I mean. But it's like I wanna sit down and be a grandpa, and like I got Zoe books, and I'm gonna sit back and read them, and I'm able to teach you something.
Man, I got a grandbaby that I'm happy to sit down and read to. It's gonna be a wonderful experience when you get there, brother.
Right. Yeah. So happy Valentine's to everybody, and I don't know what it mean, and it was like I asked you a question to explain what Valentine's mean. He wasn't a good dude with a holiday we celebrate, but that wasn't a good holiday. But nobody knows nothing about that. We're not talking about it. Speaking who, it's just like Christopher Columbus. Okay, I'm good.
So maybe one day we'll do a topic on all of the holidays that, our lives revolve around. But good brother, let me just say this, Don, man, we appreciate you for bringing Atlanta back in the building. You can call in anytime. Thank you for your insight, good brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Only in relationship can you know yourself, not in abstraction, and certainly not in isolation. Jiddu Krishnamurti. Only in relationship can you know yourself. I don't want anybody to misconstrue what I meant when I was talking to Carmen. Okay? She's not being blamed for what she experienced. But there are little subtle things that we do, that we can claim, that we can use as a tool for self-empowerment. Do you understand? All life is a movement in relationship. There is no living thing on earth which is not related to something or other. J. Krishnamurti. You guys know I love Krishnamurti, right? It's important that we understand what it's for. It's not just for nights like tonight. Do you understand? It's for the revelation of who I am. Truly. That's what relationship is for. And I'm not asking anybody to ever stay in a situation that is disrespectful, that is violent, that is abusive. No, don't stay. But understand how you got there. Understand how your consciousness, your vibration, your frequency, your thought process, your self-talk, how all of these things added up to you making the conscious choice to be there. Right? Josh from Greenville, South Carolina. Get in here.
Yeah, man. I just want to say I appreciate Carmen for, telling, her ordeal and being rugged and authentic with her responses. I think it's where you see women taking accountability for their own, own flaws. And I appreciate hearing that, having that opportunity.
Yes, she was extraordinary.
And I think when you get stuck in this survival kind of mode, it's like, especially in relationships, it's like you always feel like something's after you, and you can't see what's going on in the present, and kind of stay stagnant because you're stuck in this survival mode. I've been there. That's why that's how I can speak on it, because I've been in a place where I thought I was this and I was this to keep my ego intact so I wouldn't get bruised. And when you realize that, it ain't just limited to, who I was in that moment, I'm everything that I've been through or everything that is, It's not limited to just one thing, or one moment that defines who you are. And staying connected with that root and, always seeking the root of, situations, and I don't really even like the word trust, because it seems like it come out of fear. I ain't looking to really trust nobody, because I don't need you to do anything for me to establish any kind of, connections. Like it's already there. It seems like from, just being a human being, there's some connection there. So let's just explore that, and not to put too many boundaries and judgments and criticisms on it. It sounds, good, but it ain't. It's really just taking it as it is, and not going a step further.
Well, Brother Josh, let me just say, man, I appreciate you for calling in. We're at the end of the show. You brought Greenville, South Carolina in the building. Man, you call in anytime. We appreciate everybody, but please understand, man, this is an ongoing discussion where everybody is invited. Call in, share your thoughts, share your opinions. We want to hear from you. Now, stay tuned, because you're going to hear the replay of Areva Martin, Real Time with Areva Martin, and of course, you're going to get another replay of the good brother Les Brown and Tavis Smiley. Boy, they was cooking today. Listen, we start the conversations, you finish it. Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. See you tomorrow night. Deuces.
Yeah. 100 million crib, 3 million watch, all facts, no cap, false. You not a
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Mike Island, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network.